Hello! We're off on our first overnight adventure in my little camper van that I've recently converted, who we call Dottie, and I've got, oh let me move the screen out the way, I've got a little guest travelling with me today, very special guest. Say hello, Connie! So we are heading, oh let me see where I'm meant to be going, right, okay. Bear with me while I just navigate. I've been here before, haven't I? I think it's taken me round in circles, Connie.
Then you've gone the wrong way again.
Turn left onto Stockwell Gate.
It says go
Continue on
right.
Stockwell Gate for 3/4
Right, I
of a
need to
mile.
turn around.
Head south on Stockwell Gate. In a
Can't
quarter
really
of a
turn
mile,
into somebody's
turn right to stay on
driveway.
Stockwell Gate.
Ah, that's twice. So I've done this twice now. The sat nav, I didn't think was very clear. I'm sure it said turn right, but then it immediately said turn left. And let's see if I can get around. This is not a good start.
Yeah, there's a man walking
So I think the sat nav has said,
In 150 yards, turn right to stay on Stockwell Gate.
we will get out of this loop eventually. I think the
Right
sat
to stay on Stockwell Gate.
I think the sat nav has decided, right, 150 yards. It must be up there, is it? I'm assuming it's up here.
Continue on Stockwell Gate for 3/4 of a mile.
Hey, we did it. Right, so basically what I'm trying to say, this is the best introduction to a video ever, isn't it? Not. What I'm trying to say is the sat nav has taken us off the beaten track, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I think it's thought to itself, I know, they're in a newly converted micro camper. Let's take them on the most bumpy, narrowest country roads you can possibly find and test the mettle of this damn camper. And I think it has, hasn't it? Anyway, let's get back to what we are doing. So we are heading for our very, very first overnight trip in Dottie, the camper, and I'm accompanied by my beautiful granddaughter Connie. We still have no bed, but we are going to make do, aren't we?
Yes.
So tell the people what we are doing for sleeping arrangements.
So, we're going to take a mattress topper and some cushions and a sleeping bag and just hope it works because, you know, we've got to sleep at night.
Well, there is the fact that Connie's 10, so she can lie on a hard floor and doesn't bother her at all. If I lie on a hard floor, I basically can't get up again. So this could be fun. I've got my yoga mat down, and then I've got a mattress topper, and then I've got a second mattress topper. So we should be okay. Anyway, we are off on our way to Norfolk. Got the good old A17, which is never a good road. And we're going, I think we're staying somewhere near North Walsham, if I remember rightly, which is close to the seaside. And I think the weather's meant to be quite good
In a quarter of a mile,
for the next couple of days, so we'll be heading to the sea. Anyway, I am waffling enough. We'll see you when we get there. Yes, now that I've calmed down, let me talk you through what we're up to. So Dottie is pretty much finished. There are still a few little bits that we want to do, like put a bed in, would be a big one. We've also got the flip ups to put on the edge of the ends of the kitchen counter. But that's about it. Since I last spoke to you, we've got all of the curtains in. Yesterday I made all of the thermal blinds for the windows, with the exception of the cab. I did try and do the windscreen, but it just was too difficult to try and do with one person, so that's a job for another day when I can grab Mark and have a second pair of hands. I can absolutely thermal blinds, but for the front of the Peugeot, it's going to be around about £130 for some thermal blinds, which is a lot of money that I don't want to spend at the minute. So I will make some just using like silver insulation, thermal insulation. That's what I've used for the other blinds. What else have we done? Yeah, all of the curtains are up. So we've got the curtains now between the cab and the habitation area. So when we come to go to sleep tonight, we will have some privacy. I brought the pop-up changing tent to see maybe if we need, to use the loo, we can just go into the pop-up tent. I have remembered to bring a hammer to put the pegs in so it doesn't blow away, although I think the weather's meant to be quite good. And I'm really excited. It's funny actually, I was getting everything ready to come away, and it's been a while now since we've been camping. It's well over a month since we sold our main camper van, and I was quite nervous trying to think about all of the things that I might need. And of course I've never been away in this vehicle, and with Pete, our old camper, we had an onboard shower and toilet, we had heating, we had hot water, it was a fully functioning, fully equipped motorhome. And of course Dottie isn't any of that. She hasn't got any electricity inside. We've just got I did buy a extension cable, hookup cable with a they're not an extension cable, but they're sort of a camping hookup with sort of three 3-pin plugs and a couple of USBs. Never used one before, and I'm guessing we're going to have a window slightly open to have the cable come through so we can have electric hookup. But that's really so that I can make sure that we still have lights, that my USB lights don't die, that we can charge. I've got my iPad for us to watch tonight, and I want to be able to charge my phone. So we don't need a lot of electricity, and we could probably go off grid. But I was a bit nervous doing that for the first time away. So we have booked onto a campsite that has electric hookup. It's a basic one, at least it looks quite basic. It is grass, so we've had a lot of rain the last couple of days. I'm hoping it's not a quagmire, because I think muddy shoes will be a bit of a nightmare in here.
Take the third exit and stay on A17.
We have got the underfloor boot space, so if we do get muddy feet, I think that's where we'll keep our shoes. I was going to just bring a box to put underneath the car, but actually we're really short of space. One of the things I will have when the bed is built is under bed storage, which of course I haven't got at the minute. So yeah, the bed's already out and on the floor. Right, let me just navigate this roundabout. But yeah, I was just a little bit nervous and not sure if I'd got everything. I've made lists of lists, and I'm fairly certain I will still have forgotten something. The most important thing is we can eat, can't we? We've got food, we can drink, we've got water, we can sleep. Don't know how comfortable it'll be. And if all else fails, we're about 2 hours away from home. We'll just jump in the car and go home. I can't see that's going to happen. I think we'll be fine. I think I'm just over kind of worrying way too much about everything. So anyway, we still have an hour and 45 minutes journey to go, and it is trying to get across into Norfolk, which is never an easy journey. So let's crack on. Oh my god, look at that. Right, shall we start getting a little bit organised? So, we've got chairs. Electric cable. Mat. Right. Want to set up at the side or shall we set up here looking out on the field?
We'll set up here so we can look out on the field. So yeah.
My only concern is it's a bit breezy and the van will give us a bit of will give us a little bit of shelter.
Yeah.
That was a long journey.
Yeah. So we did 2 hours and a half, and then also a couple extra minutes going to the shops to find pegs.
Why did we need pegs?
Because the curtains fell down.
Yep. My curtains did not stand the test of time. I bet you're starving, aren't you?
Very.
We'll get set up and then we'll get something to eat.
Yeah.
You can take the GoPro and have a wander around, take the horses and things if you want to. Just be careful that you don't intrude on anybody's pitch.
Okay, so guys, there's horses over there. Let me go see if I can find them. I'm going to go round the back quickly so I can try not to disturb anyone. But as you can see, look, there's horses. Look at how pretty they are. Look. Aww. Oh, an electric fence. Let's try not to shoot us out. Okay. Oh, that one's a brown one. There's one that's got a little coat on it. Aww. Nanny's setting up the chairs and table. But yeah, there's quite a lot of people here. I'm going to try and not show anyone. Nanny down there. I'm going to try and not show anyone on camera, but yep, there's quite a lot of animals. There's only 2 animals today, which are the 2 horses, but I'm sure there'll be a lot tonight, or a couple tomorrow. Sorry, there's someone's dog. But let's turn back. But yeah, I was saying there might be some more animals in a bit, but
Might go for a walk later and see what we can find. I think first and foremost we need to get a drink and something to eat, don't we?
Yeah.
Why is that not standing up? I
Technical.
think it's because it's windy.
Probably. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't fall over. But this is our one man down. Do you want me to bring the shopping bag out so we can get the snacks? Because I want an Oreo.
Oh, that box for me.
Oh, there we go. But this is what Dottie looks like. Very nice.
Please tell me I brought scissors.
Yes.
Where?
At the bottom, those pink ones.
Purple ones. This is the lead, the power hookup lead that I bought that I wasn't sure if I was allowed to use on some campsites, but apparently you can. Yeah. Is there a wasp? Right, so I think we're set up. These light chairs don't like the wind at all. I've put up our pop-up changing tent. I've pegged it in, but the pegs that come with it are a bit light, really. Well, it'll be interesting to see if that's still there in the morning. Connie's worked her way through half a packet of giant Neos.
2.
Are they the same as Oreos or are they different?
They're the same as Oreos, they're just really big.
Okay.
So
Chairs are knocked over. I think we need to start putting some stuff away. I did have a bit of a curtain malfunction. My curtain for the between the cab and the back of the van has fallen down. It didn't stick, and I think the one on the back is probably going to come down as well. However, I've got a thermal blackout for the back and for these two, so it's just between the front and the back that we're going to need tonight. So right, let's get this lot tidied up. Well, I have kettle boiling, which is always good as long as I know I can get a cup of tea. I have got the butane stove with me, but I thought, well, as I've got electricity, I might as well use the kettle inside, and I'm going to get myself a nice cup of tea. I think I'm just starting to realise just how small a space this actually is, especially with two of us, but it's all going to be good. It is all going to be good. The weather's nice, so we can sit outside. It's all going to be good. So important things. Got my cup of tea in my proper china cup. You know, you might be in a on a campsite, but you got to have your china cup. The purpose of this really is to iron out any niggles, and I've found a few already, like the curtain falling off, and I think the back one's probably going to fall off as well. I think the reality is I've used quite heavy curtain material, and they're just too heavy to stay up. I think what I'll probably do is see if I can look around some of the charity shops and get some lighter weight curtains. They don't have to be heavy, they just have to sort of block, you know, give us some privacy. The other thing I've discovered is I've got nowhere to hang a rubbish bag. At the minute it's hanging on the outside where it's sort of, I mean, you see it's sort of hanging there. So I need to find somewhere to hang a rubbish bag. There's actually not a lot of anything, and not a lot of places to hang anything in Dottie. She hasn't got really anywhere to put hooks or anything. So that's something I need to think about. I have been really good though, and I've brought a fire extinguisher, I've got a CO monitor, and I've also got a fire blanket, because it's quite a small space to be doing things that might cause a fire. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be other niggly things as time goes on, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's the excitement of it and the adventure of it, is figuring this stuff out. So do you reckon we're going to be able to squeeze in there together?
I mean, especially with this moving the seats backwards. I mean, hopefully.
We'll just be cosy.
Yeah, we'll just be snug and cozy.
She's a nice looking horse, isn't she? How many can we see? Is there 3, did you say?
Yeah, 3. So one there, one there, and one there.
So the site we're staying at is called the NECP Camping and Caravan site, and it's just near North Walsham in Norfolk, and it's nice. It's got some hard standing pictures over there, as you can see. We're on the grass pictures here. They're all electric, but it's electric optional, so we've opted for electricity, but you don't have to. There are minimal facilities. There's a couple of showers and toilets, which is all you need really, isn't it? I think looks like over there's some waste bins. I think there's water. Yeah, there's water. There's a water point there. We're just going to go and have a little walk and see what's around us. We're literally about 3 or 4 minutes drive from North Walsham, but probably a bit far for little legs to walk tonight. Oh, actually, look, there's a wash-up sink there as well. Dishwashing sink. That's good. Yeah. Good. There's a chemical disposal point here as well. They also allow barbecues. Obviously, you've got to be careful. And it's a self-check-in. So, yeah, there you go. Barbecues and campfires are allowed, but must not be left unattended, of course. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a bunch of acorns because I like collecting them and they look really nice. They kind of look like mini cucumbers.
I guess it does, a little bit. So let's just say the terrain has just changed, and I'm definitely not wearing the right sort of shoes. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow this way in walking shoes.
I'm
literally just gone from track to overgrown, and I don't know what it's going to lead us to. This is all the same lane, but I think we'll head back. Coming?
Yep.
Noddy head?
Yeah, I'm getting the stick.
Okay, so we've come to a dead end, which means I think we're going to have to go back. It didn't show as a track, to be fair.
It's kind of wooden.
I just hoped. I don't think we can get across. I think that's the road just there. Just there.
Yep, because those are the horses.
Connie, I had a racing snail once. It wasn't doing very well though, so I took its shell off to see if it would go faster, but it just made it more sluggish. She is. Sweet girl. Go on, get that energy out. A lot of concentration there. Right, you ready to get whopped?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be. Pretty sure.
So we're having pasta with tomato sauce and chicken. First time I've ever cooked on a butane stove. I've boiled a kettle to make a cup of tea before, but I've never cooked on one. Life's full of firsts, isn't it? I'm still trying to figure out the windbreak around the cooker because it keeps blowing over. So I've got it propped up with the pasta, which I'm not sure if that might get a bit hot, and a bottle of beer. So if anybody could tell me how I stop it from blowing away, I'd be very interested. Sorry?
The horse is running out.
Is there?
Yeah.
Watch they don't get your dinner. Right, there you go. Chicken and tomato pasta.
I'm going to get my pillow so I can eat it on my lap.
So my gas bottle did run out midway, but I had 4 more. So I was well prepared. Actually, it didn't take that long, and I'm really ready for this. Well, good morning. That was our first overnight stay in Dottie, and I think you can call that a success. I reckon it was a success.
Definitely.
We were warm enough, we were comfortable enough, it was quiet.
Yeah.
The pop-up tent, changing tent, is still there. It hasn't blown away.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we can call that a success. That nice? Hit the spot.
It's just delicious.
Oh, I think the cold sides of it.
Trying to remember how.
I can't remember. I've only ever done it once, and I can't remember how to do it. I think I've done it.
See if she can get this in the bag. Did you do it? There we go.
Ah, it's a beautiful day. So we've come to Overstrand Beach. Since my milk had gone sour earlier, so I couldn't have a cup of tea, I'm feeling a bit snappy. Haven't had your caffeine fix. So we're going to go and find a cafe, grab a drink, and then you're going to go paddling, are you? Yep. It's absolutely lovely. The last time I was here was with Mark and we came in Pete and it was freezing. Absolutely freezing. Oh. It's looking a bit nice, isn't it?
We'll be on that beach.
Yeah, the tide's quite close, so there's not a lot of beach, is there? Somebody in there paddling, look. Right up to her thighs.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right, come on. Let's go and find a cafe. I think there's one there, isn't there? Clifftop Cafe. Let's go and grab a drink. No more grumpiness. That's better. So, this maiden voyage, I think it's taught me a few things. First of all, it's got to be function over form. I've made the mistake of making the inside of Dottie pretty and putting things where they fit because they fit nicely, but actually it doesn't work very well in practice. I've got things spread out in different places that makes it quite difficult when, for example, making breakfast this morning. I was constantly having to go and try and find things instead of having everything in one place. So I'm going to have a rethink about where I've put everything. I also need to find somewhere to hang a rubbish bag. I definitely think it'll be better once the bed is in place and I've got some storage underneath the bed for the bigger kitchen items that I just haven't got room in the kitchen cabinets. I also realised that a cool box just probably isn't good enough. My milk went sour, and even though we put the cool box outside overnight, it was still really warm in the pop-up tent, which incidentally proved to be really useful. I thought that might have blown away in the night, but it didn't. Are you waiting for something?
Monica asked for a straw.
Oh, she did offer a straw, and I said no. I said have a glass instead, but I guess I can. So yeah, I think there's a few things I need to rethink, but that was the whole purpose of this sort of maiden voyage, if you like, was to identify the niggles, iron out anything that doesn't really work very well. It's impossible when your mattress and things are on the floor. You just don't have any room. So I think the bed will be a game changer. It'll lift me up so I'll have somewhere to sit, and it'll give me storage underneath. So the other things that I noticed are going to be really important. The flip up sides to the counter, I didn't have enough worktop space, so that will make a difference. Definitely need to do something with the curtains to make sure they stay up. But other than that, actually it was quite a success. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to make a list of all of the things I want to adapt or amend or change, and I'll give you an update on when I've done that. I think it's going to be an evolution using Dottie. It's very different to being in our normal 6-metre motorhome where even though space is tight, everything's got a place and everything sort of works. This has been real trial and error, this trip, but it's been fun. We've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it? Huge nod from Connie. something so beautiful about the wonderment of being a kid at the beach. Simple things like finding patterns in the stones or throwing stones in the sea. I think sometimes we forget the simple things, don't we? I think part of why I want Dottie is to take me back to some of those simple things, the simple pleasures, the wonderment of being out in nature. Quite honestly, all the time I was working, I really did. And I do, you know, Mark and I have been doing more of that since we got into camper vanning. But I want that solitude as well, that ability to just go out and take things slowly. And I guess it's a mindfulness thing. Just enjoy those simple moments of wonderment. It's good to have Connie with me to remind me of how easy it is to have fun with some really simple things.
We found a sausage poo. It's a rock, don't worry, but it's
Just look like a poo.
I just found a rock that looks exactly like me because it's got an eye, a nose, and then there's a mole here because I have a mole, and another mole near my eye that I have a mole near my eye.
Oh yeah.
I just found a
Cubby rock.
But I'm keeping this.
Okay guys, we've had the obligatory ice cream. Somebody's still going with theirs. But I think we're going to leave it there. I've had such a lovely time with this little one on our first trip out in Dottie. There's definitely some lessons learned, definitely things I want to change. That's exactly what the trip was about. But it's been made so much nicer having a little bit of company. What I would say is it's possibly going to be easier when there's just me in the van in future. I definitely think it's not ideal with two, is it? It's you're kind of climbing over each other an awful lot and shuffling things around. But if I was going to have to play musical chairs with anybody inside a micro camper, it would be this little one because she's so much fun. Show off. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please consider giving us a like and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, if you like this type of content, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do, because I will be going off on other adventures in Dottie and the build isn't complete yet. We will still be building her out. To be fair, I think after this trip there's quite a few things that we'll be doing differently, but I will talk to you all again soon. Take care, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.